What's going on, all you action movie junkies out there? It's your boy, Phat Samurai Guy, back again with another episode of Scrappin' with Samurai, where we take a look at fight scenes from all genres. And I got what? I got athlete, that's right, actor, supervillain. That's right, Commander Stone himself from Last Man Down, baby. Yeah, flex it. Daniel in the house. Oh, that looks metal. Looking badass. Daniel in the house. How are you doing, brother?
Very good, my man. Very good. Lovely to be back again. Lovely to see you again. Always a pleasure to see you and to be on board. Our last Q&A was amazing and lovely. Thank you so much for that. So this time we're going to be talking a little bit more about fighting.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So,
I remember hitting you up. I was like, we got to do a fight reaction video. We got it with commentary.
Absolutely.
And you suggested the Russian restaurant fight sequence from The Equalizer.
That's right. That's right. You know what? Because first of all, it's not your just average normal fight. The Equalizer itself series. Now, I could have picked, there's hundreds of fights, brilliant fight scenes. The obvious ones, like I mentioned to you, you know, from the back in old days, mano style. But then nowadays, you've got fights who are very, very meticulously calculated, the way they are executed. You know, you got the John Wick, you got the Matrix series, you got all the new Marvel style characters, you got all these very fancy style fighting that's done and shot from angles, and you know, there's a lot of acrobatics and everything. The Equalizer, for two reasons. Number one, Denzel. Denzel, like, he's normally an actor, but he's also a badass. Anyone who's seen him in Man of Fire, the man can fight and the man can kill. And then also, of course, you've seen him in Training Day. He's award-winning, one of my absolute favorite movies. Denzel is one of my absolute favorite actors. He's also not the type of guy that you would imagine being in this type of film. Specifically, you know, he's an older guy here now, you're retired and whatnot, you know, you don't want to mess around with him. Right. And then he does these type of things that are absolutely off the hook. The entire Equalizer series, I think, is underrated. Each one of those films. The only one I could actually, from my perspective, I absolutely loved it. The only one that could match him is Liam Neeson in the Taken series. It's that type of vibe and style. Goes after people and kills them meticulously with anything he can find. A fucking barbed wire hanging off the floor, or like you know, he can kill someone with a cup of tea. There was one scene where, you know, he was like, he uses whatever he has and he has like timing for it. And the reason why Denzel here is great is, like, you don't just see him in American Gangster looking good. He is raw here. And so this particular scene, you could have picked anyone, but this one is one of my favorites because he comes in there offering peace and trying to, you know, and then the rest, that doesn't go too well for the other guys.
Yeah, and I can't wait to revisit this fight scene with you. And you know, you brought up Man of Fire and all, you know, all these other great roles he's been in. Absolutely. But another role that really stood out for me in terms of him doing action was The Book of Eli.
Ooh.
And I did a video on that. I did a review on that a while back, and he was very impressive in that. And, you know, you could tell that he trained and stuff like that.
Very underrated film. Didn't make as much noise as he should have. But definitely, yes, it's a very Mad Maxy style vibe to that one. You know, a little bit like, didn't Will Smith have a similar one?
I Am Legend?
Yeah, similar like sort of thing.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yes.
Environment,
The Book of Eli, absolutely. Denzel shines in that one big time. But
I totally agree with you about the Equalizer films being underrated, though.
It's like they are brilliant. But the other day when I was thinking about it, I'm like, what does this remind me of? It is Taken. It's not John Wick. John Wick is a different genre and style.
Different style, yeah.
You know, it's Taken. This man is out there minding his own business, and he is helping out. He's helping out. Liam Neeson in Taken, I actually was close to choose that because there's some brilliant stuff in there as well.
The first movie, yes, for sure.
There's one fight scene, like he's chasing people. There's a lot of Parker style. They're jumping from like, you know, roof terrace. Actually, as I'm speaking about it now, I'm getting a flashback to Born Ultimatum, Born
Right.
Identity. Now
Yeah.
you see what I'm getting at. These style
Gotcha.
of fights where like he takes his shirt off, rolls it around, suddenly it becomes a weapon, a bike
Right.
flies by, you know.
The magazine, rolling up the magazine.
Yeah, man. Fucking you got him. You must have studied the scene and your surroundings, and the director must have had a vision. It's like a
Yeah.
game of chess, but to do it that beautifully executed, and then the guy always gets away. You know, even in the Born Ultimatum, I gotta use those three
Right.
actually parallel because they are very
Right.
similar in the style and vibe.
In the style, yes.
If
But
anyone knows,
I would have to say, no, I agree with you. They're very similar in the style,
you
like
know what I
Taken
mean?
and the Bourne movies. But
Yeah.
I would have to say, director Fuqua's direction and how he filmed the fight scenes and the editing for the fight scenes for the Equalizer series, in my opinion, are better than how the Taken fight scenes are filmed in the Bourne movies. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Similar, using
Well,
the strategy, using what's around you. I
exactly.
agree.
And don't forget one thing: Equalizer came after those two, so by then people are upping their game. Now,
Gotcha.
when I watch someone doing something, I'm gonna
Yeah.
up game. I'm gonna get inspired and learn from it. I'm sure he's watched those. I'm sure, and he's done a brilliant job. Not
Oh, yeah.
also the actors and all the fighters and everything. These are professional fighters, you know. To look good when you die is also an
Yeah.
act. That's also
Yes.
a professional. You know, these guys are no game. There's one. Should we go in? Should I tell you which one? There's one
Um,
sequence with a corkscrew.
Oh, we're gonna get to it. Yeah, we'll
We'll
get
get
to
to that one. We'll get to that one. You
that.
know, these guys are clever.
But it's funny you also brought up Training Day, which is another great movie and performance from Denzel, but same director, believe it or not, director Fuqua, who did Training Day, did the Equalizer movies as
There
well.
you
So
go.
there you
There
go.
you go. I
You
didn't even
ready?
think of it. I didn't even think of it. But you know what? You are the lexicon and the encyclopedia. So obviously you know more than me even, and I thought I knew a lot. But you are the man. Yes, you actually brought that. But it's not very unusual that great directors and great actors, when they do great work, that they want to work together. We've seen it
Yeah.
many a times. Scorsese,
Hmm.
Tarantino, people who
Yeah.
choose to work with the same fellow actors. You know, Samuel L. Jackson works with Tarantino. Many of his
Right.
stuff. There's a reason for it because they
Hmm.
click. So I wasn't surprised to see Fuqua doing the same thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see them again. You know, Denzel
I
is
I,
timeless.
I really hope we get a third movie.
You know what?
I really hope we do.
I think Training Day. It came out that long ago. It's
Hmm.
still to this day one of the best films ever made. I mean,
One
the
of the
guy.
best.
The war. We shouldn't take anything away from Ethan Hawke because he's absolutely brilliant.
He's great in that
Also,
movie.
his fucking
Yeah.
co-star, man. You're only as good as your co-stars. And
Yeah.
then Denzel gets a award for that one, rightfully so. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about that final scene. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
um, and the whole film is so real and so beautifully shot, and so like it's just brilliant. So
Hmm.
the director, obviously, he should have fucking had an Oscar as well for that one, I think. I mean,
I
he
know.
was absolutely brilliant, the whole thing. So
King
him doing
Kong ain't got nothing on me.
exactly. You think you can do this to me? Okay, okay. You know, I've trained that one myself when I practice things, and I use
Yeah.
that one many a times for my own purpose because
Yeah.
it's the one that brings out emotion, sarcasm, and fucking hurt and everything and aggression at the same time. It's so real. Apparently, when he shot that one, you know, it was like people just backed off and
Yeah.
froze. You know
Yeah.
that. I think that's the one that got him. But you know, Fuqua is one of the best directors when it comes to fight sequences. I got to give it to him. The Equalizer series, each and every one of those films, an absolute joy to watch, man. Fucking
Yeah. I've heard for the longest. I've heard for the longest time that the second one is it sucks.
no.
And then when I finally got around to watching it, I was like, this is good. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is
Listen,
a good sequel.
it's always because people, it's hard to upstage what you've done when you arrange, put a bar up so
Right.
high. When the first one came out, nobody's seen something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and then especially from Denzel, same as
Right.
Man on Fire. How would you be able to upscale Man on Fire? That's got to be a craziest film ever made in that
Yeah.
genre. Takes
Right.
on the Mexican cartel, saves a little girl, It's so beautiful, man. And the ending, it's heart wrenching. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fucking magnificent. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Fuqua did that one as well. To be honest, he could very well have done it. If you would have
Yeah.
told me he'd done that one, yeah. But the
Yeah.
brilliance with Equalizer is that it's entertaining, it's fast paced, there's no foot off the pedal, and
Right.
it's brilliant. You know, there's many scenes as well that are very funny. There's
Yeah.
one-liners where he delivers them when he's an Uber driver. After he kills and breaks a couple of bones on key, make sure you give me a good rating, he tells him.
Yeah. Hey, 5 stars. Give me my 5 stars, man.
He tells him, don't forget to give me a good rating now, yeah? He lets one, they violated a girl. There's one scene when he takes on like a group of guys.
Oh, that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yeah, and he goes up to the apartment and sorts them all out and deals with them.
Oh,
One
fucks
guy,
them up.
make sure you give me a good rating now. And he gives me a 5 stars.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. So I don't know what people were smoking saying that the movie was terrible. I thought it was very entertaining.
Oh, man,
But
come on,
speaking of entertaining,
come
let's
on,
go
man.
ahead and get to the fight. Let's get to the fight.
You can't use words like terrible when you
Yeah.
have someone like Denzel in anything. You
Yeah,
can't.
I know.
It's enjoying to watch the man do anything. He can stand there
Yeah.
and just read a poem. It's going to be great. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
You ready for the fight?
Ready? You want to go?
You ready to watch the fight? You ready to do this?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
All right, let's go ahead and do it, and let's check out the Russian restaurant fight sequence from The Equalizer. Let's go.
Right.
Put that envelope away. He tried to give him that money.
I mean, he's trying to meddle with them, of course.
Yeah,
He's trying
yeah,
to, obviously, they laugh it off.
yeah,
He gives them a chance.
yeah, yeah. This is so good, man. Oh my God. Great pick, Daniel. Great pick. This is so good.
This is badass. It doesn't get much badass as this.
No.
When I say a gentleman who knows how to fight. And
Yeah.
how many are they against one man? They're taking him lightly. It's a mistake. This is what I love about this. What I try to say, look, you go into his eye. This is so beautifully shot. This is, apart from the fighting itself, now you're inside his mind and you see these things. See that little eye twitch?
Mm-hmm.
All these things is just being recorded. He's looking at things that he's going to be using. This is so cleverly and beautifully shot. This is the reason why I picked this one. I'm on many. See, now you've gone in and out. That sequence alone.
Yeah.
There's you. And then obviously his trademark setting the watch. Which is crazy.
There it is. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Who's first?
He's already planned each and every move. Every move is done.
Oh. And the next, son. Oh.
Boom. He's already just doing what he knows he's gonna do.
Oh.
He used everything that he knew he was gonna use beforehand. That's cool. And that's how you screw someone up. That guy is definitely screwed now.
Come on, let's get the final one here. Oh, beautiful! I love it. I love it. I can watch this shit all day. Oh, that's how you do it.
You see how ice cold Denzel is as well. He barely reacts.
Yeah.
Barely reacts. So, it's absolute brilliance. Absolute brilliance. The whole sequence. You kind of wonder how long it would take to do something like that.
Yeah.
How much work is involved behind it. Because just to shoot it in that, make it look that beautiful and artistic. It's just next level. And that's just one of them. The whole movie and series.
I know.
And when you pick a fight scene, there are a lot of fight scenes that are great. Any fight scene is great. Every fight scene is going to be entertaining and great. But you're going to have to pick something. And the reason why we picked Denzel in this time is because is just so effortless. He didn't even break a sweat. He didn't
No,
even flinch.
I
And
love how he's shaking his head there, like, damn, man, I gave you a chance.
he gave them a chance, man. They turned it down and they laughed at him.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Great directing, man. Just slowly, from the villain's eyes, he's just slowly fading away. It's just, it's phenomenal, phenomenal. And I love how before the fight began, how he slams the door like 3 or 4 times.
Yes,
He's thinking about it.
yes, 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 yes,
I
yes,
love that. I love that.
yes.
Phenomenal. Hey, ho, phenomenal pick, my
Brilliant,
friend.
brilliant, brilliant. I mean, it's we could be doing this all day long. We could pick
Oh yeah.
how many fights. It was difficult when I looked through them. Listen, we don't want to take away from Jason Statham's crank, the mechanic, and
Those are good. Yeah.
and the
The first transporter movie. Yeah.
transporter. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
fast acting, fast paced fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also a different style, different level. There's so many of them. There's so many of them, man. That it's hard to pick. But this one
Yeah.
was beautifully shot. It's a nice,
Badass.
sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's satisfying. It's
Yes,
satisfying.
yes,
This is what
yes, yes.
this is what movies are all about. Action films are all about. You come out satisfied. You're like, yes, they didn't give us blue balls. They didn't
No,
film it. They didn't film it in a way and edit the fights to where they fucked it all up so we couldn't see anything. It's just perfect.
I mean, from my perspective, from a movie maker's perspective, because I'm interested in that part as well. The sequence where you go into his eye and go
Oh,
through his mind, look at each and every one of the things that he's gonna do, and come out again. That is what drew me to this particular scene, because it's
yeah.
so beautifully made. He's already done the fight before he's done the
Yeah.
fight, and he takes you with that journey in the 2 minutes. In 3 minutes, you feel like you've just witnessed greatness there.
Oh yeah. The equalizer became the analyzer right there.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great word. Analyzer and Terminator. It's each of
They
the
got
I mean,
and Terminator, yeah,
no, but
for sure.
equalizer. He equalized the situation.
Yeah,
Neutralizer as well. He
yeah.
neutralized.
Oh,
No,
but great pick. That was badass. We can like you said, we can watch these fight scenes all day and comment on them. And we're going to be doing more.
yeah,
We got
yeah.
to do more of these, man,
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
sure.
Of course, of course. I mean, anytime, bro. I'm up. I'm up for this. This is what we live for.
Yeah,
There's no better genre than action, And I mean, different aspects as well. From in a genre movie, you want to look at action. You want to look at fight scenes. You want to
yeah,
look at the. Yeah, it's not always the death count. It's the way it's done as well. How we
right. Yeah,
executed these people. He could
yeah,
have probably just gone in and shot them all, or like try to do a normal fight. Like Jackie Chan when he does a fight scene. That's with humor. That's
right.
also an absolutely phenomenal skill in all his
Yeah,
films, like Rush Hour and these things. Not to be taken lightly. That man is next level. No wonder he breaks through
legend.
something, he injures something in every fight he does, but he puts himself out there. Those are real as well, stunts, jumping off, buildings and doing, there's so many different aspects to fighting. And then you've got fights that are brilliant just because they're simply just simple,
Yeah.
hardcore, mano a mano,
Mm-hmm.
the type that
Oh
we
yeah.
had.
Oh
And
yeah.
then you don't really need more. Less is more sometimes, but when it's done
Mm-hmm.
like this, absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah, brilliant. Love the film. Totally agree with you about it being underrated for sure. But that's why we do videos like this. We get the word out. We got to
Yeah, yeah,
represent.
yeah. I mean, look, man, we are film buffs. I love films. I watch all type of films. People misunderstand. I'm also a thespian. I don't just look at films for the action and coolness of them. I study people. I study acting, and I study the way it's done. Because it's much more to films than just the action part of it. Even in an action film, you gotta have certain sequences that gonna, speak and tell a story that's gonna touch someone's heart.
Yeah.
That's why Stallone is so great. You're gonna shed some tears. You're gonna have some laughs, and you're gonna watch the ball ass all out. fighting and explosions and killing and everything. Of course. So
Yeah.
there's, we can do these type of reaction videos to any type of film, anytime you want, man. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I will
Oh
never
yeah.
get tired of it. But this
Never
was
be
brilliant.
tired of it, man. That's right. Like I said last time, this is your second home, brother.
Anytime, brother. You know that, man. On a click of a button, and I'm here.
That's it. That's it. But great pick again from Commander Stone, baby, from Last Man Down. Make sure you guys watch Last Man Down. It is available on Netflix. Check it out. It's one of my favorite action movies of last year. Represents the genre film to its fullest. And my man here kicks ass and takes names. That's right. So you're going to want to check him out. Before we wrap it up, Daniel, was there anything you would like to say to your followers?
Just thank you, everyone, new and old. I'm not engaging that much with social media, but, obviously at some point we might do it a bit bigger and more and so on. It's more like a personal diary, but I want to thank each and everyone for the love and support, all the lovely messages, especially from you always. I share things from my everyday life. This is me. This is who I am. And some people like it. It's unfiltered, but I want to thank each and every one of them for the love and support always, and for the great encouragement, and the things that people come up to you and say to you as well. Not everything is social media. I'm more of a real guy, but nowadays everything's become social media. But all the people who are following, keep following and keep supporting, because there's plenty more to come from me and my colleagues and all of us together as a team and individually. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Especially to you, man. I appreciate the love and support always. And I'm always here, man, for you. Part of the team now, part of the, part of this Phat
That's it.
Samurai, team on this IG
You
base.
got,
I love it.
you're going to have to fly me out there for the Last Man Down sequel so you can kill me in a fight scene or something, man.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, man. Let me have a word with the boys. That's not a
Commander
bad idea.
Stone just, blah, takes me out.
Maybe they could put you in there somewhere. Hey, this
Yeah.
could be,
Oh man, well this was a blast. This is fun. And if you're new here, everybody watching, hey, subscribe to the old Phat Samurai Guy. A lot of great content. And follow Daniel, that's right, on his Instagram page. I will put all the information in the description box below so you can follow the man, the supervillain himself. And thanks again for watching. That's right. And we will see you guys at the next fight.